Hello friends, I'm going to show you the second part in our Advent junk journal ornament book here. I have to come up with a title for this. Anyways, we're going to be making these pocket pages today. So last time we made these ornaments, and this little pocket page fits 8 ornaments. So yeah, that's our ornaments that we've made so far. I hope you're working on your ornaments if you want to follow along. And here's our pocket page. So I'm going to show you how to make that today. So I wanted to show you how I played with this. So I first just grabbed some paper and started folding. I folded it here, and I thought, okay, I could do that. And then I took another piece of paper and I folded it like this. And I thought, if I put it like this, I can make some pockets. And then I thought, maybe I could make some more pockets. So I got this piece and started playing with it. And I put this one like this, and on the other side I put it like this, and I came up with this pattern. So that's how you put it together. So then there's a pocket here, and there's a pocket here, and it's like that on all sides. So that's what we're going to do today, and I just wanted to show you my messy little prototype. So what I also did is, because I like to save ink when I can, I colored on here where it showed and the direction that my images wanted to go. So I came up with that that needed to show. So what I did is when I printed it, designed and printed it on Photoshop Elements, I did it like that. So I didn't print there and I didn't print there because it doesn't show. And also on this one here, this one I used coffee dyed paper, so it didn't matter for that part. And then this one, I marked where it showed in the direction, and then I did this, and I actually changed my plan a little bit from this, because here it was open at the top and I sealed that, and I thought if I open it at the bottom then that'll be sealed inside of these pockets. So I flipped this around to the inside strip so that it would be along the top. So that's how I did this one. So then the parts that don't show I didn't print. So let's get started. If you don't want to go to the trouble of figuring that out, it's perfectly fine to just do the whole page. And I mean, the light colors, it's not going to take that much anyways. So let's start with this page. So just take a solid, I would recommend paper for this, not cardstock, because you've got a lot of layers here. So just take a picture or a page of, this is a little bit thicker copy paper, maybe 28 pound, I believe, and take not much of this is going to show, so just take a background paper, and I just fold it in half this way. And you really need to work on your creases well on this project because there is so many layers. But we'll do that as we go. You don't have to get it all smashed down right at the beginning. But just give it a little tap like that. And then this is the beginning of our page. So if we just fold it like that, and then you can just kind of give it another crease. Get that done there. So that's the beginning of our pocket page. So the next thing we want to do is get our coffee dyed paper, and you could use a contrasting color paper, printed paper for this. I'm using Bible Journal loves Victorian Christmas digital kit, and it's got all of these papers and these images on it, and it's just beautiful. So I thought that would be a lovely kit to make this from, and I designed my ornaments as well using that kit. So again, on this one, you just fold it in half this way. And I'll just use my own folder, fold it in half again this way. Like that. And then open it up again. And then this one, what I want to do is I want to, yeah, that's right. So I want to fold over triangles. So I have this, so this will be our page like this. And I want, just hang on a minute. I think I did that wrong. No, that's right. Let's see if I put this on here. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Thought I did it wrong there for a minute. So where you have the center line here, just take your side, line it up at the center, and give it a crease. And then line up the other side like this, and give that a crease. And if it's not perfect, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be exact. And then flip it around and do the same thing on this side. And the same thing on this side. You want to be fairly accurate. Okay, my camera just ran out of space, so I have to just show you just this last little bit here. I folded this, and then I put that around this this first one that we folded. So fold it like that, fold it like this, and then just really give a good crease to your edges, because it's adding a little bit of bulk already. All right, so then we get our next page here. And what I'm going to do first is do a couple of score lines. So this is 8.5 by 11 page. So right in the middle is 4 1/4. So I'm just going to score there. We're actually going to cut there in a minute. And then about 3/8 inch on each side of that. So just like that. Then I'm just going to cut right in the center. So that's at 4 1/4. And cut. You don't really have to score, but it's just easier to mark it and then do your 3 3/8 after that. So then what you want to do is just take a scissor and just where it's probably easier to see. Well, actually, we need to fold it if we're going to turn it over. So we just fold it in half like this, in both pieces. And then we just want to cut from the edge up to the first score line. So just that little 3/8 inch piece, and just snip that to the edge. That's it. And do that on both pages. Just like that. Okay. So then what we want to do is we want to, I think probably do this part first. So you could kind of score this if you want to. I'm just going to eyeball it where my pattern ends and just make a nice little crease there. And again on the other side, fold it there and fold it there. Make a nice little crease. Use your bone folder. So we fold those two sides. And then what we do is we turn it over, and where we did that score line 3/8 of an inch away, we just fold back on those tabs. And it just makes it a little easier to fold them when it's been scored there. So and we just fold them and increase them a little bit. And then we have one of our pocket sides done. Just line up the edge a little bit, straighten everything up if you need to. And there we go. And that just goes into our page like this. So then we've got one pocket here and one pocket here. And then we just repeat what we just did on this page. So again, you just fold back where you can either do it that way, or if you don't have it marked on that way, about, I don't know how far that is, probably about 3/8 of an inch away from here. If you just line that up and then make a crease, that should be about right. And we're going to ink the edges afterwards anyway, so if there's a little bit showing, that is totally fine. So just like that. And then again, we fold back on these tabs. And just give everything a good crease again. This is probably the most complicated part of the project, is this part. So if you didn't want to tackle that, you can just stop at this point. And what you have is you still have a pocket page that has 4 pockets. And you can take 2 of your tags and put them in here because it's a nice big pocket. Or the other thing you could do is just make more of these pages. And then you could just do a little bit of ephemera decorating on the coffee dyed paper. So that's another option as well. But I'm going to finish this up. So I just want to fold this, match the edges nicely. And there we go. So that goes on this side. Actually, that goes on this side. And this one well, it could go the other way too. Just depends if you flip it over. So that goes like that. So now we have to just start gluing everything together. So what I'm going to do first is just put a little bit of glue just kind of at the edges of these flaps. You don't need it everywhere. And then just fold that down and fold this one down. I don't know that this exact kind of pocket page has ever been done. I don't remember seeing it. That's why I fiddled around with the paper and came up with my own pattern. But that doesn't mean it's not out there somewhere, and there's probably an easier way to do it. But this is what I came up with, and I changed it a couple of times around, so to make it a little bit easier, a little bit fit a little bit better. So yeah, if you want to follow along with me, this is how we're doing it. And then we just want to glue our pockets on the side here. So just glue that one there, and this one here. And then what I did is just put a little bit of glue just at the very top here. I don't want glue all the way down this line because this is one of our main folds and I don't want the extra bulk of the glue there. But I do want the pocket to stay in place, and actually it will stay in place once we sew it into our signature, but this just holds it a little bit better in place for now. And you can take your bowl holder again and just give it another good crease. Fold it every time you kind of glue it and fold it. Just give it another good crease, and then at the end, you've got a really nice pocket. So just do that. All right, so there's our first 4 pockets. Oh, I didn't do this side. I need to glue this side. Good thing I checked there. So So we glue that side and we glue this side. There. And then again, we can just make sure everything fits nice again. And just like that. There, now that part's done. Probably what I should have done before I started gluing that is just inking this edge a little bit. I can still easily do it, but it's a little bit easier before you start gluing it together. Just basically the tops of the pockets, because the rest we can easily do afterwards. And then I'm just going to ink as well on the top edge of these pockets. And on this side edge as well. And this one here. You can ink all the way around right now if you want. I'm just going to do part of it later. Want to do is take our pocket page and we can decide which two images we want together. We can do it this way, or I guess we can only do it two ways, right? Okay, so it's going to end up the same way. So let's take this one and put it here. And I just want to line up the edges on the outside here so that's lined up. And just push it up as far as it can go there. And then I'll just pull this down and, oh, first actually I want to glue this part. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not used to talking while I'm crafting, and it's mixing me up a little bit here. So we get down, we glue down these two flaps. I hope this is all making sense for you guys. I think it'll be a really cute project when it's all done, and it'll be nice to have something prepared for December daily or Advent, whatever you want to use it for. And I think it'll turn out to be a nice little keepsake, and you can write on the ornaments all of the things that you've learned. We're also going to have some extra pages and some pockets and things at the end, so there'll be extra space to write as well. So you can add things. I'm not going to add too much to it because these pocket pages are fairly bulky. So I don't want too much. I already glued that, so I'll just glue in the end here like this. This is all going to be hidden, but it's nice to just get it down so it doesn't flap up when you're trying to put something in your pockets. All right, so then this one will go here. So again, line it up. And then we want to glue, just push it up. And then we want to glue all the way down here and on this little edge here. So we'll glue up here. Like that. And all the way up on this edge here. Just on the outer edge here. And then we flip it up. Make sure that it's up as high as it can go. Make sure it's lined up on the edge. And press it on. And I probably just use my bone folder, just kind of reinforces the glue a little bit. the same thing on the other side, so glue on this long side. I'm having trouble with my glue today. It snowed about 10 inches last night, and I'm quite chilly in my craft room here. I do have a space heater fireplace sort of thing, but it makes a lot of noise, so I turned it off before I turned on the camera here, so my glue's probably cold. So there we go on the other side. And just make sure that one is sealed nice. And I would probably just fold it again like this and put another crease this way. If you repeat that so many times, it just makes a nice little pocket at the end. Okay, and then we have the other side to do. So that one just goes like that. So again, we'll put a little bit of glue on the short side. I hope I'm in frame here. I have to figure out a different way to do my camera. I'm just kind of making do with, it's actually a GPS holder thing from my vehicle. With my phone in it, because I just kind of started this video thing, and I don't really have any kind of fancy equipment or anything yet, so if I continue doing these videos, I think I'll see what I can find. I know there's lots of different options. They're quite economical as well, most, or some of them, just to get a little bit of a holder for your phone. Mine is held on by a suction cup, so every once in a while it falls off the wall, which is a little bit surprising when I'm in the middle of trying to do something and my phone falls down. But and then we just put that one up like that. And we're almost done. Just give it a good press there. And then we've got it open there as well. I'm not sure if I want that open or not. I could use that for extra pockets, but there is a lot of pockets here already. I think I'm just going to leave it for now and think about it. Think if I want to change that or not. So the last thing I would just do here is just ink all the edges that just all the way around here, and that'll just finish it off. You could also sew around the edges. That would be really neat too. And I know some people like to sew on their journals like this. I think that would be a really nice touch. So feel free to do that as well. So there's the outside, and I'll just finish inking inside later. I'll do that side and glue that on. But there you have it. There's the pocket page, and again, you've got a pocket here for your ornament in the back, and place for another one there. And now we've got two pocket pages. So again, these will be sewn into our book into signatures. So we'll have it like that, and yeah, I think it'll be a really cute little book. I think I'll intersperse a little bit of pattern paper in here just to break up the pockets a little bit, but I'll show you that in another video. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do the next time. Maybe work on the cover so I can get these, or signatures put together in the cover so I can get those sewn in. So if you're following along, make 4 pocket pages like this and finish your tags however many you want for Advent, and I'll see you again in the next video.